That's hilarious. That people actually died, and yeah. I don't know, but I think that in the hood, like they're like words tend to escalate into other things, right? And you can there are only so many things that you can say before like it becomes a physical altercation, right? There are certain lines that you can't cross. And even if it starts off as ha ha ha, we're gonna make these records, I'm gonna say some things that are provocative. Like I said, things can quickly escalate, right? And for her to sort of spit for 7 minutes is a long time. Like that's like two records. Um, and like it was pretty personal. It wasn't like ha ha ha, you got pink hair, ha ha, you look like Barbie. It's like right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, and it's hard to discern. Nah, I don't know that you necessarily can. I don't think so. No. I mean, I'm gonna say I'll answer your question this way. Like real niggas are not gonna try to resolve beef on records. Right? So to me, it all comes down to it being sort of boastful with the intent to sort of gain a certain level of credibility or a certain level of notoriety. Right. So if you really had beef with a person, then it wouldn't be on wax. Right. So I think the construct is entirely contrived. Right. Again, if I don't like you, I'm not going to talk bad about you on a record. That's ridiculous. All right. If I have genuine animosity. Yeah, I mean, but the way that I mean, it's not like I have a professional disagreement. No, hold on for a second. These are not set up such that they have professional disagreements about the aesthetics in which they're doing their performance art. It's, I don't like you. You're whack. You're not real. You're not credible. I think you're less of a man, less of a human being. Dot dot dot. Right? You got fake parts, fake tits, fake ass. The whole nine yards. This is not, again, a professional disagreement where you can sort of air it out in a professional way. It sounds entirely personal, right? And to me, the whole construct, the point is, the whole construct is fake, right? It's not right. If you don't like them, it wouldn't be on wax. So why are you pretending as though? I know why you're pretending like it is, because it sells records and because people talk about you when you do that kind of thing. The whole construct is a fabrication. Okay, I've known you for 30 years. If you didn't like somebody, you certainly would not write a rhyme about them, right? That's just the weirdest. I know. I'm just saying. That's the weirdest fucking thing. Sorry, that's the weirdest thing in the world, right? Nah, man, it doesn't even mean that you necessarily have to act on it. You wouldn't, like, if you didn't fuck with him, you wouldn't. You just, all right, like, I don't dig dude, and I'm gonna stay out of his way, or and I sincerely want him to stay out of mine. Like, yeah, but why if you're not interested in having a confrontation with them, like, of course you're not gonna, like, initiate it. Like, all right, well, if he's like, hopefully when I'm here, he won't be. All right, that'll be the end of it. You're not gonna like what kind of like weird gay shit is it to write a rhyme about somebody you don't like? That's gay. That's whack. No, that's whack. Like, if you genuinely dislike somebody, you're not gonna write a rhyme about them. Am I wrong, Maddie? Isn't that sort of like weirdly? Yeah, because that's a show. That's a show. Yeah, like they had to get that resolved. Right. They didn't need no audience. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Like, if you have genuine animosity for somebody, you like, unless there's some weird, and then it's not I don't think it's a real, there's no real beef then. Like, normally, if I don't like somebody, I'll just tell them I don't like what they did, and and then that's how I roll. Like, I'll be sort of straight up. Like, this is, I don't like what you did. I wouldn't write a poem. I wouldn't go out and write a blog post about somebody I dislike. I could write. I'm just saying. I can I would okay, I wouldn't go design a computer system to spite them. Right? Right. And directly. Stupid. Yeah. And then if it escalates, it escalates, and that it is what it is, right? No, I never suggested that you had to sort of like cut to the chase and go bust somebody in the head. No, no, no. That's that. Hold on for a second. I think you wouldn't write a rhyme about somebody you dislike. No, you wouldn't. That's crazy. Because, okay, I think we can sort of agree to disagree on this one. We'll let the people draw their own conclusion about this, because we'll go around in circles. I Yeah, I think, like I said, I think the entire construct is fabricated and designed to foster notoriety, and yeah, I get that, but the point isn't necessarily to resolve the whatever underlying issue it is. Ultimately, they're trying to gain notoriety. But I'm gonna cut it off there. Let's leave it there. So yeah, it was actually, it wasn't even, it was beyond funny. It was sort of, in a way, sort of like, not hard to listen to, but it's like you wince almost, like ooh. But I think the guys I think the guys around Tupac ended up taking that into a slightly different place. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh shit, what's happening? Shoot. Nah, but the other piece, the other thing that makes it different is Tupac and Biggie actually had a personal relationship, right? They had, you know, contact with one another that went beyond records. So on that piece, yeah. I mean, I think on at the core, there might be some genuine. She might actually be irritated or dislike her or think she's fake, but there's definitely a calculus, right, involved in this. And I might be willing to grant you that maybe it might not even be the primary reason, but it definitely factors into why you record one of these records, right? It is definitely considered, right? I don't. I like I said. I never disagree with that. Like I said, the only thing that I wanted you to sort of at least stipulate was that this is not the kind of beefs that we grew up with like back in the day, right? This wasn't like, oh, I dislike that niche, and I'm gonna go bust her in the face. So we know people like that, right? That's how people who genuinely dislike people. That's what they do, right? Right. Uh, I'm talking about the level of but I that's but actually but okay, but I know we're sort of belaboring the point, but that's actually what I'm saying is like if you look through the history of these beefs going all the way, go all the way back, they're not they're not sort of pure. Hold on, they're not pure beefs from the standpoint of like somebody has wronged somebody and they feel necessary to avenge themselves in some like genuine way. It's sort of it's studio beefs. It's beefs between musicians, right? They might be fighting with fucking tambourines or fucking drumsticks or something. It's just not the same thing as real folks in the street. What was my you tell me what my question was because I don't even remember now. I I think that sort of speaks to a level of confection. It's not a real beef. It's a confection. It's a facsimile thereof. There we go. I think that's fair. I think that I don't want to have I don't want to have a semantic debate right now. So let's 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 call it. All right. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's talk about since we're talking about beefs. Let's talk about hidden figures and fences in Hollywood. Let's sort of recognize the fact that these two movies, neither of which I've seen, could potentially win. Did you almost do it, Maddie? I think you almost did it. Yeah, how was it? Oh, you told us how it was. You liked it, right? Kay liked it. I want to see fences. Fences looks interesting to me. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. I was no. Yeah, well, that's not like when you go to New York next. Are you really gonna go see fences? Really? I know, like if you were still playing and you were in New York, isn't there like 100 other things you would do before you go see that? Yeah, so I'm just saying, there's 100. You might want to go see Hamilton. There'll be some other shit. Right? I'm just saying, it just really before you saw Hamilton, really. That's interesting. I think I'd want to see Hamilton first, and I'm sort of not sold on Hamilton. It's just it's such a cultural touch point that I think I want to see it. But so we go ahead, Manny. Sorry. Yeah, I think yeah, that probably goes without saying almost, right? Oh yeah, was she? Oh, that's cool. Cookie, cookie.